highly inappropriate statements that have been made by Mr. Peter Navarro. And this is another day, another attack that has been made by Donald Trump's aide with regards to India and its trade policies. Now, on one side, President Trump seems to be hailing the ongoing trade negotiations. However, his trade advisor, Navarro, seems to be accusing India of hiding trade facts, maintaining high tariffs, hijacking the ex-community notes as well. I mean, it goes on and on. Even when it comes to the previous statements that has been made by Peter Navarro seem to be highly provocative and, of course, unparliamentary language that has also been used by him. You can see, as far as when it comes to this picture that has been shared of an individual with the Indian flag in the background. And here Mr. Navarro is of the opinion that India's keyboard minions are hijacking ex-communities' notes to bury the facts. They are furious about losing unfettered access to U.S. markets, even as India, which he's now used this label time and again, where he's called India as the Maharaja of tariffs, keeps some of the world's highest trade barriers. So this is where, on one side, U.S. continues to maintain that there is high trade deficit with India. However, when it comes to this direct nation, when it comes to such kind of reactions that has been coming in from one of the biggest trade advisors there in the Trump administration, seems to be not aligning with the policy and the statement that now seems to be made by President Donald Trump himself. So these are the reactions that are now coming in at this point. When we take a look at one side, this is provocative statements. On the other side, a welcoming note that seems to be coming from the statement by the President of the United States himself. Rishabh continues to be with us. Rishabh, when we talk of such... Well, Mr. Suresh Goyal is also connected with us. Let's get in a word from him as Srinjoy and Rishabh also continue to be with us. Mr. Goyal, good morning. What do you make as far as when it comes to a softer tone that is now being taken up by President Trump towards India, and of course when it comes to India's quick response, the Prime Minister's response?
It is always good to have these kind of positive signals coming from President Trump, even though we see so many tweets coming from him and very contradictory at times, really some positive, some negative, and therefore at least I'm not able to make out what actually President Trump has in mind when he makes those kind of tweets. But Prime Minister Modi has responded to that. It's the right signal, it's a positive signal. USA is an important relationship for us, and please do remember that what we have said earlier, that it is a multipolar world, and in this multipolar world we will take our decisions with our strategic autonomy. We are an important economy. We are the fourth largest economy in the world, politically, strategically important. So we have a role to play, and therefore we will play by our own understanding and by our own national interest. The problem is that, as you mentioned earlier, signals coming from people like Peter Navarro and others who keep on basically being abusive towards India really and other BRICS countries. And for them, this animosity reflected, percolating through the statement, does leave a very bad taste. So I think a Trump administration will have to clean up their own narrative and say what they actually want from India, but we are there. If they want to shake hands with us, we are there to shake hands with them.
Right, but when we speak of pushing with the trade deal with the United States, with the negotiations are on, Mr. Goyal, do you believe that such kind of highly provocative statements that continue to be made by Donald Trump's aide advisors within the Trump administration, what does it set as far as when it comes to the alignment with India's relationship is concerned? Will it improve or will it further strain the ties?
No, it does not make any sense. It's absolutely negative. When we say that we are engaging in dialogue, trade dialogue with the USA, USA canceled the visit of the trade team to India when they were scheduled to visit and talk about the trade pact. We are waiting for them. We will talk to them. We will negotiate. And you are absolutely right that these kind of statements are very negative. And therefore, while it's good that Prime Minister Modi has responded in a very positive manner to Trump's tweet, we have to see that the Trump administration cleans up their own act and their narrative, so that there is a consistency in what Trump says and what Navarro says.
All right. So it seems like in a positive way that relations seems to be improving for now when it comes to the quick response that has also been made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This seems to be a display of mature diplomacy in a country like India, which seems to be putting its own interests first, and this is exactly what has been setting the tone between India and US relations. Mr. Goyal, appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. As Srinjoy and Rishabh have been giving us updates as well, but let's talk about India.